We are live. What's good, y'all? Oh, terrible news today. Terrible fucking news. It's being reported that Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk has been and will be postponed due to a cut that Tyson Fury suffered. I can only imagine it's in sparring. I'm gonna wait till some people hop in there and then I'm gonna start cooking, yo. Because I got a whole bunch of questions. A whole bunch of questions. Mean, what's good with you? Can't say I didn't see this coming. I can't, yo, I can't say I didn't see this one coming. I think you had to be a fool not to see something like this coming, yo. Oh man, shit. All right, anybody that's in the comment section right now, are you surprised? That's first. We're gonna start off with this. Are you surprised that the bout will be postponed? Ah. All right, we'll start it off. Okay, so first and foremost, you had to be a fool to be surprised. You had to be a fool to be surprised, being that everybody knows Tyson Fury's rap sheet. Everybody, everybody knows for as good of a fighter he is, Tyson Fury is unreliable. Tyson Fury is unreliable for a laundry list of reasons. Great fighter, right? Best heavyweight of this era currently. Still had to see him and Usyk get down. But as of right now, he's the best heavyweight of this era. But the reality is, Tyson Fury, like every time he's supposed to have a rematch or a bout that we want to see, literally 90% something happens. Something always happens. We're supposed to get the second Wilder fight, the rematch. Oh, he signs a 3 or 4 fight deal with Bob Arum, and now he's going to take 2 tune-up fights and then go back into the rematch. We're supposed to get the third fight with him and Wilder. Oh, I don't want that. Now we got to go to court for it. We were supposed to get a rematch with him and Vlad. Oh, something happens. Like now I'm retired. Like, you know what I mean? There's always something. We're supposed to get him and Joshua. Now it comes out that, still the paperwork for him and Wilder. Like there's literally always something with Tyson Fury. Oleksandr Usyk, the model of consistency. If there's supposed to be an Usyk fight, we normally get the Usyk fight. Everybody else. Joshua's supposed to fight. Joshua's going to fight. Wilder's supposed to fight. You expect Wilder to be there. Like you can literally buy your tickets, book your hotel rooms, like make all your plans with guys in boxing, like the other top heavyweights. But when it comes to Tyson Fury, bro, you better book your shit at the last minute. Book your shit at the last minute, or make sure you have a cancellation option that's not going to cost you money or as much money, because there's no way you can fully count on Tyson Fury as a fucking boxing fan. You just cannot. You would have to be a fool. Now, I got a whole bunch of questions. You got a cut in sparring, and I think Mike Coppinger is reporting that it was from a headbutt. Why are you sparring without headgear? Why are you sparring without headgear? That's number one. Now, I've seen cuts happen because of faulty headgear. Not a lot of people know that heading into the fight with Keyshawn Davis, Nair Albright was cut because of the headgear, he was sparring Andy Cruz in preparation, and he got cut, and he couldn't spar a couple weeks heading into that fight. I know because I was at the sparring session, and everybody kept it quiet because he still wanted to fight. So, and no excuses. He lost fair and square. Keyshawn beat him. You know what I mean? But that was like I've seen people get cut with headgear on. But according to Mike Coppinger, he suffered a headbutt. That's impossible. Unless you're sparring without no headgear. Why are you sparring without no headgear going into the biggest fight of your life? This is the undisputed bout that we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for an undisputed champion for like the last 5 years. We wanted it with Wilder, Joshua, never got it. Then we wanted it with Joshua and Fury, never got it. And now we're on the doorstep. We're on the doorstep. 2 weeks away. Here we go. Tyson Fury being Tyson Fury. Some people are feeling like this is a PED thing. I'm not going to hang that on him, even though he got a track record. I'm not going to hang that on him. But I don't think that Tyson Fury was ready. I think that after the Francis Ngannou fight, he didn't like what he saw, and probably in camp, they didn't like that he was getting touched up by sparring partners. We've seen the young cruiserweight get sent home, and that happens. People will fake an injury because you get touched up in sparring, and they don't feel like you're at your best going into the fight. Hardcore boxing news, what up? Shout out to my man E. My man Chaos Wave, CJ Robinson. My man Jay. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Hey, Ian, I don't know why my notifications ain't being sent out. Like, maybe it's because I don't go live that much. I don't know. Put the link in the chat, man. Y'all tell me your thoughts, man. Are you surprised and are you even looking forward to it? Because for me, at this point, man, just holler at me when they're in the ring, bro. Because I hate doing a bunch of interviews for fights that never going to happen. Like, I hate that shit. Oh, you think he was fucking with that ooh wee? Okay, okay. Oh, we got a special guest, the legend, the myth. Andy in the studio too. He's giving us the backdrop. We might have to have him get on that heavy bag, man. Man, Jay Hardcore from Hardcore Boxing News. Subscribe to Hardcore Boxing News.
Please, we need you.
Almost at 20K.
Ooh, how that?
Show my man some love, man. Hardcore.
What up?
Are you surprised?
Not at all. I'm not surprised because I got receipts somewhere of me saying that I won't be happy until this fight is actually they're standing in front of each other with a referee in the middle of them, with them looking at him. He's saying, and Usyk standing up there with his shorts up to here, and the ref said, "We're gonna work. This is a little high, so we're gonna work up and around right here." That's what I think, man. I for some reason, man, I just feel though that when Fury gets all the way almost there, it's always something.
Always.
Oh, it's like he got a fear of success or something. I don't know what it is, but it's always them little big guys that get him though.
Steve Cunningham, yeah, clipped his ass. Has boxing. Salute to you, bro.
He
Do
stay
you think
fit.
we ever get the fight though, Jay?
No.
Now, this is one of the OGs in boxing. He's seen more boxing in by the 90s than I've seen in my life. You know what I mean? So why, Jay? Why don't we get this fight?
I don't think Fury wants this fight, man. Now, I'm not saying that Fury went into sparring today to deliberately get hit so he can stop this fight. But I believe that we give off certain energies, man. You dig? And I feel, though, that the energies that he's putting out there are the energies of that he don't want to fight. I just don't think he wants it, man. You know? And I hope I'm wrong.
I
Lord
hope
knows
you're
I
right.
hope I'm wrong. Because I want to see the fight.
Do you think it was him getting worked over in sparring? Like, do you think that the injury is legitimate? Because we had reports that what's the kid name that you always told me about? You told me he can go cruiserweight. Ja Opa.
A job over Ted, yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard they sent it. I heard they sent him home.
Yeah, they sent him home because he was getting worked over in sparring. Could it be another situation where somebody else was getting him? And he was like, look, we're just gonna shut this down.
Yeah. Hey, my thing is this: you can't hide from stitches. So it's supposed to be 15 stitches that he received. So I don't know.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I would imagine Usyk's side wants to see proof.
You got to show me proof, and that's automatically that's automatically 30 A's on top, right? For cuts and stuff. What they do, 30.
Yeah. But what they'll probably end up doing is postponing it, I'm gonna say 60 to 90, because it's gonna be 30 before you can get back in there and spar. But because they missed the conditioning and all that, they'll probably postpone this for a minimum of 60 to 90 days.
Damn. Mm.
Yeah. All right, somebody got a question. My man has boxing. Do you believe PBC is trying to set up Rolly versus Haney? Especially if Rolly beats Ryan, that would be a great way to introduce Devin to more PBC fans / market. What you think, Jeff?
You believe PBC is trying to set up Rolly versus Haney? I can see that. Why not?
Uh, that's if Rolly wins. I favor Rolly to beat Isaac Cruz.
I do
Yeah.
too. And people, hey, and I've been getting smacked from it ever since I said it.
Really?
Oh, I'm getting smack about it, man. You know, and you know that Esau Cruz is the favorite.
I don't know why.
It's Rolly is a plus 175, and Esau Cruz is a minus 220 or something like that.
This is the issue I have with that fight. Stylistic,
Mm,
it favors Rolly. Isaac is a small guy. He's going to come straight forward, and he's going to come straight forward and try to put pressure.
mm-hmm.
He's not going to set traps. It's going to be all go. Rolly's the naturally bigger man. He's been at 40. This is Cruz's first fight at 40. He's really a small 35.
Yo, but he looked like he done ate himself. I mean, because you look at how he looked when he fought Tank compared to his size now, man. He he looks like that little fat kid from Charlie Walker's factory and shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
I think he's going to be in fat camp majority of his training. You know what I'm saying? And I just got Rolly by KO, man. I think he's so unorthodox, man, that I feel that Cruz is just going to, because Cruz is just straight come forward, you know what I mean? Typical Mexican style. And I feel though that he gonna get caught. He gonna get caught by Rolly, man. And another thing, I had tell me if you've heard if Cruz is a power puncher.
I mean, he's billed as a power puncher. He stopped like Gamboa, like he stopped Diego Magdaleno. But as of late, when he's raised his level of competition, not so much. Like that fight against Giovanni, bro, that shit was that was
that was terrible. That supposed to have been a showcase fight too.
Man, the only thing was showcased was my eyelids. Shit. That was a bad job, yo.
Yo, it wasn't good at all, man. I as a great man once said, he shit the bed.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, but look what shit in the bed gets you. Co-main, Amazon Prime kickoff.
Hey, Hash, you done took us completely off topic, but I gotta get this off. How in the hell do you become the number 2 ranked WBA fighter without A, fighting in the weight class? He hasn't had one fight in the weight class. B, he wasn't even a champion at 35. How? How do you? Come on, y'all. Like, boxing be just trying to sell us anything. Like, what the fuck?
What are you trying to say? The math ain't mathing?
No, it's not. How is he number 2? For what? For not getting knocked out by Tank? That gets you number 2?
Hit that Dave Chappelle math. 1, 2, 3, 4, fight. 1, 2, 3, fight. Fifth.
The fuck? Number 2.
I know some of the guys that done work so hard to come up the ladder and everything, man. Just to get hit with that, it should be just pissed as hell, man.
Man, like, yo, Richardson Hitchens hasn't gotten this shot, right? Arnold Barbosa hasn't gotten this shot. Gary Antoine hasn't gotten this shot. Brandon Lee hasn't gotten this shot.
I forgot all about Brandon Lee.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys undefeated that are in a conversation at 140 pounds. 140 pounds is the deepest division in boxing. And here, Isaac Cruz, and I'm going to say his name, even though I like him. I think it's a good fight. Jermaine Ortiz. They just come along like, I'm going to skip the line. Let's get this popping. Come on, y'all. Like, boxing got to do better, yo. Boxing has to do better.
But they got to do better?
It has to, yo.
Ain't did better in 40, 50 years. Why they going to do it now? Oh, my fault. Because YSM say so.
How can I even argue with that? How can I even argue with that? I'm hoping boxing to do better. Let me say that. I'm hoping.
There you go. Keep hope alive, man. Bob Hope.
But as far as like the Fury and Usyk fight, I actually favored Fury going into it simply because Usyk don't like body work. Every time he get hit with a body shot, it looked like somebody pulled out the shotgun, and not. I'm talking about the sawed-off joint, not the regular joint, the sawed-off joint. He
with the Arsenal grip.
Yeah, the joint from Boys in the Hood, the joint that got Ricky. Yeah, that one.
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Yeah. So, like, for me going into that fight, I favored him. The same shot that Joshua hit him with was the same shot that Dubois hit him with. He claimed it was low, and both on the belt line. Like, no, and like you said, his trunks be here. His trunks be here. So you don't like body work, and if you show Tyson Fury and weakness. If you show him like something like a flaw, he will expose it. And he will
Yeah,
capitalize.
but you got a big guy like that trying to get to that body, man. It really leaves you open for some devastating hooks, man. Especially how big Fury is, man, trying to get to that man's body. You know what I'm saying? And you position yourself a certain way. Now you have nobody to get at, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I think getting to Usyk's body will be tough for Fury.
Hey, going into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's a small belt on the line, like something that's going to get them ranked, a lot of fighters they fight at catch weights around the weight that they're going to campaign in, and they only make the 140, 135 when there's like WBC Intercontinental or WBC Latino or shit like that.
The WBC Brown Blue Pink Gelato Collection.
Yo, they had what was the joint they had in Charlo? The Juneteenth though.
Oh,
they'll find a way to interject themselves in a big fight, though.
Yo, they got more belts.
Yo.
I remember that one belt they gave out. That belt, it was Canelo versus, I don't know who it was, but the belt had some pink in it, and it was fire. I ain't gonna lie, the belt did look good. They had made, but it's amazing how many belts we have out here. But since we off topic, let's go way off topic, man. What about the goddamn Canelo not fighting Benavidez, man? I need your input on why the mandatory has not been able to fight the champion. Okay.
Yo, this Benavidez has been a mandatory for a minute, bro.
Huh?
Benavidez has been a mandatory for a minute. More of boxing being boxing, you know? Because Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow of boxing currently in the United States. He's just I'm trying to say this shit politically correct. Like, look. Ever since the WBC stripped Canelo Alvarez against Gennady Golovkin, they've really been acquiescing to anything that he wants. And
I just said the same thing.
The mandatory should have been called. Now I've been told it's not going to be Crawford in September. I told that it's Charlo and Benavidez, not Charlo and Crawford. But this is Canelo. Anything can happen.
So you're hearing Charlo in May, Benavidez in September?
Yes, that's what I'm hearing.
Wow.
Now, if it's that, I'll take Charlo. I've always wanted to see Charlo.
Me
I've
too.
always wanted to see Charlo versus Canelo. I'll take that.
I think Canelo. I just had this conversation this morning. I think Canelo beats him though.
At this point, I would favor Canelo.
Yeah. But the storyline is beautiful. Big brother avenging little brother. You know what I'm saying? You beat my little brother. It should have been me. Let's get it on. Blase, blase. I'm going to avenge for my little brother. The storyline is beautiful for that. And they got history anyway.
I'm going to say this, though. This is going to be a better fight, though.
Oh, yeah. It ain't going to be the same one we just seen. Nah.
Maul's not going to lay down.
Nah.
Maul's going to rumble Canelo.
Right.
And right. I think it's going to be points in that fight where it's going to be close until Canelo separates himself. I think it's probably going to be the later rounds that Canelo separates himself. But
yeah. When skills and experience show in the building, show up.
Maul has good jab.
What I need to do to make sure I win this fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if that means the dog got to come out, you know?
Which wasn't present in the
Yeah.
first Charlo versus Canelo.
Right. No dog. No dog. No.
It was a puppy.
So that's going to be so important, man. I got a good one for you. Got a
Go
real
ahead.
good one for you. And it's always a goodie. You got Devin, you got Tank, right? Look at him. Look at him. Like, I mean, a smile. You got Devin and we got Tank. Obviously, I'm a Tank guy. Obviously, you're a Dev guy. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, do you, how do I say this? Well, let's say that we look at both of them and we see somehow, talent-wise, we're looking at 50-50, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to balls and knuckles, right? When it comes down to that dog, does your guy have that next level, that dog level? Or does he remain boxer the whole time?
I'm gonna say this: Tank remains boxer at all time.
Okay.
A lot of people kind of view Tank as because he can punch that he's a brawler. When you saw him against Isaac Cruz, and Isaac Cruz was bringing
He's
the
not a
pressure.
brawler. He's not
Yeah.
a brawler.
So I feel like this is going to be more of a chess match than anything.
You don't think it's going to end up to the dogs?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I think both guys' skill sets are too high. A fight could break out, but it's still going to be a technical fight.
Mayweather then.
Yeah, yeah. Tank might be the most calculated fighter in boxing.
And pretty accurate.
Yes. I don't like Tank, even like with the Pitbull fight. Pitbull was throwing, really, really awkward shots, and Tank remained composed. Real tight Philly shell. I'm not gonna call it no Mayweather shoulder roll because that's not what it is, but really tight Philly shell. Just pinpoint shots, rolling and getting out of there, man. That was a masterful boxing clinic. He don't get credit for that, yo.
Don't get credit for what, his clinics?
The Isaac Cruz, he put a clinic on.
Oh, you talking about Tank?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a clinic. That was a clinic. But a clinic that most people don't even want to see.
I don't want to see it anymore. Because if Tank beats you with one hand, what is he going to do with two? I don't want to see that shit.
How about that?
Give me Frank.
The storyline is trash.
You talking about with the Charlo? I don't think so, yo. No,
you
bro.
talking about yeah. That's cool though. That's cool. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. This big brother avenging little brother. Can't even, when you look at it, that's what it's going to be. Tank is a thinker. Yeah, Tank is definitely a thinker. And you're so right. Tank is definitely a boxer as well. But when it's time for that dog, Tank will dog. He will dog. I see that slight smile right there. Get it to me.
I'm saying I'm gonna point me to a fight where Tanks had to bring dog out.
Ain't nobody took him there.
Okay.
I think you gotta have a someone that's gonna take you there to get you there. I'm not gonna pull out certain tools if they're not needed.
That's the point. If all I need is a hammer, I'm just gonna pull out the hammer.
Right. You dig? Well, I'm pulling extra tools out for. And lately that's how he looks at it, man. I'm not going, because a lot of people really don't think that Tank. And what's so crazy is, and I guess it's just more casual speaking, because when do they see Tank just go in there and smash out a person? he is systematically is the way he do it. He breaks you down and he takes you out. You know.
Shouts out to my boy Bang. What up?
Shout out, shout out.
I Bang says Tank was a dog versus Cruz. I don't consider it like Tank, bro. Tank was walking Cruz into some shit. Right, right behind that. Left uppercut was popping.
You got Rolly over Pitbull too. Tell me why.
Pitbull style fits Rolly. You gonna come forward? I'm gonna throw some big dumb shit. I'm the bigger man. I'm gonna throw Rolly. Be like, you ever see Rolly shadow box? That's it, bro.
He shadow box off. I can't even say the word now.
Yo, go watch it. He be like this, bro. He gonna walk Pitbull into some shit, yo. He gonna walk Pitbull into some shit, yo. He gonna throw. Yo, did you see Tank's face? He caught Tank with a straight right. First round. Tank's face said it all. Tank's face was like, "Oh no, we going to boxing." And I think he even talked about it in an interview. Oh no, we ain't doing that. He caught Tank with a straight right, and Tank looked like, "Oh, okay, you cracking? All right, cool."
You know, and I've seen an interview where Tank says, "When I come in the fight, I want to feel what they got first before I make my game plan." You know what I'm saying? And I like that. That's letting you know that he's thinking on how he's gonna handle this situation. You know, but Tank don't come in there reckless, man, and just throwing punches. Nah, that ain't his thing. He about accuracy. He about setting you up, and he waiting for you to make mistakes. And when you make them mistakes, he goes for the capitalization of it, man. You did. And same thing with Devin, man. Devin's a sniper. You know what I'm saying? He's a sniper, you know, so he gonna sit back and he gonna wait for you to make mistakes, and he's gonna wait for you to get in a position you shouldn't be in, and he's gonna capitalize on it. He's a excellent boxer. Excellent boxer, man. You did.
For me, it's 50-50. I think all three of them is 50-50 fights. And I think it's who imposes the better game plan, who's in the best shape, and what weights do the fight occur at. Feel like that's probably the biggest thing. I favor Tank at 35. I favor Dev anything higher than 40. From 140 on. I favor Dev over Shakur 140 on. I favor Shakur at 35. I think that they've never faced anybody like each other. So it's really hard. Just like Tank, you see Tank in there with guys that are available. With Dev, you see him there with guys that aren't balanced breakfast. There might be like some meat and a biscuit on, but ain't no eggs, and you know what I mean? Ain't no fruit on. You know what I mean? With
Tank, ain't complete.
Yeah, with Tank, it's pancakes, it's grits, it's biscuit, it's eggs,
some scrapple. Gotta have that scrapple.
And Shakur, when you can punch, when you have speed, Shakur doesn't like to engage. Tank fast, power. Dev, people thought Dev was a pillow puncher until he got to 40, and people realized, nah, it was just him cutting a whole bunch of weight. Regis found that out the hard way. Yo, one thing fighters got to stop doing, stop assuming dudes can't punch just because they don't have a lot of knockouts. Dudes go in there and, oh man, you can't punch. You get punched, get cracked upside the head. And then after the fight, yeah, you know, he hit harder than what I thought.
Yeah.
So these are fights that we just got to see, yo. These are fights that we just got to see.
All right. We were talking this morning. I don't hear the same energy that I heard at 135. I'm stirring the pot right now with Devin. I don't hear undisputed this time.
It's a fucking monster now, BF. Yo. Nobody's talking about undisputed at fucking 40. The only thing dudes is talking about is oh yeah, big fights with T.O. and yeah, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, right? When we was watching the news roll out for the Eliminator with Africa and Catterall. Yo, and it kept saying, okay, the purse bid is being postponed. The purse bid is being postponed. What was so funny was, man, I was joking about this shit. And I was like, man, if that fight does happen, you will see the lowest punch count ever. Because neither one of them wanted to fight for the Eliminator. Who doesn't want to fight for the title Eliminator? Look, one day they say that the fight ain't happening. 2 days later, Africa got a sealed deal fight.
Yo, now I'm gonna keep it a big. Want to shout out my man L Dub the plug. What up, Dub?
Okay, yeah, he be doing all the good news.
Yeah, Dub. Tell me, have you heard anything on this situation?
Since Jive Taylor calls the cut on Fury, they should make.
Oh,
how do we know? I heard he was sent home though.
Dub be having some shit in the top. Dub.
Yeah, I heard he be getting some good information.
Was he not sent home, or did he end up getting invited back? Let me know, Dub. As far as the Matias thing, right? This is funny though. Why I don't think Matias is on anyone's hit list. Matias, I heard his trainer on Mill City Boxing say that he wanted more than Regis.
He wanted more?
Wanted more than Regis. Felt like he had a bigger following than Regis. Regis got 3 million. So when Bill said that they wanted 4 million and they priced themselves out, I heard his trainer with his own mouth said they wanted more than what Regis got. So
they priced themselves out.
I don't think that. Now, would I have asked for more than Regis got? Yeah, but if the fight don't happen, then shit. I'm gonna try my hand. Hey, like
you got that's business 1-on-1.
Yeah.
That's business 1-on-1. But wasn't he on a hand injury too at the time? Because they were talking about him and T.O. fighting.
Yeah, for T.O. wanted the fight in February, this date.
Yeah, but they said dude's hand was injured.
Yeah, he broke his hand. But Dev wouldn't be coming back in February because he just fought in December. Dev would be coming back probably like spring. You know what I mean? Like early summer.
Yeah, well, they talking 420. That's the conversation.
420?
Yeah, for that fight. They talking about 420.
Yeah, that's about right. What would that be, like 5 months?
Yeah. January, April, May. Yeah. It's enough time.
A content house. You gotta ask this the tank plug right here.
My brother. I wish I did know who Tank was fighting right now, because I'll bet somebody. I'm not sure who it's going to be, man. I was doing some process of elimination. I just interviewed Calvin a couple of days ago, and I put press on him to try to find out. And he said the only hint he was going to give us is this a goodie. And I digged in deeper and said, well, when you say goodie, is it a oldie but goodie? And then he said, yeah, it could be a oldie but goodie. Then yesterday, he was on the Rise talking, and somebody was trying to dig a little bit more deeper about it. And he said, well, y'all getting close. Because they asked him, when they were talking about the oldies, I think they asked Gary Russell. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to see. I don't want to see that fight. I'm gonna tell you why. He has too much time off of inactivity. He's coming off an injury, and he would have to come up weight. I just don't see him having. I want to see Gary get the bag, just for all intended purposes that Gary got the bag. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know I don't want what's going to come with that bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's saying the DC legend get smoked, man. And Gary, my dude, man. Gary, my dude. I just don't think that he needs to come up and get in Tank business like that. Not at this point. Tank is in his prime right now. Gary Russell done seen prime and gone. You know, so he's an excellent fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I think up into the 5th, 6th rounds, it's looking pretty. But I think later on, Tank hones in onto it and he stops him, man. And that's the part I don't want to see. I don't want to see Gary Russell go out like Bernard Hopkins or something, hanging out the ring or nothing like that, man. You know, that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Y'all know what they say about opinions.
My man Bang said he think they trying to get Wilder to replace Fury versus Usyk.
Oh, wow.
Now, are they trying to get Wilder to replace Fury so he can fight Usyk? Or are they just going to try to get a Wilder fight to replace on that card?
Yo, that's so crazy. If they allow Wilder to leapfrog like that.
No. And this is the crazy thing, though, right? With Wilder can upset the apple cart, clip Usyk. That's the wild shit. And then we'll get
That'll
Fury
be too wild.
Wilder 4. And then I'm pretty sure Fury will make sure that he's available for that one.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 15 minutes left in this show. It's only going for a strong hour.
Yeah.
Anybody want to hop on and chop it up with the OG?
In the building right now, man. In the building, hanging out with my little big homie right here. He helped keep me in order. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you gonna slide to Oshaki?
That's in Florida, ain't it?
No, New York.
When is it?
16th February.
Oh yeah. I put in for that. Okay. That's the same joint that Pedraza and Keyshawn on.
No, Pedraza and Keyshawn, they fight next week on TO card.
On the 8th.
Yeah.
Oh, they fight on TO card?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
My boy Bang.
There? What's up, baby?
What up, Bang? That's a Philly beard, right?
Man, oh yeah, man. You know, Lion King, man. They call me the Lion King.
I see you, young brother.
Hey, man, salute to y'all fellas, man, for real. I seen you drop the link.
He's looking like one of them ancient kings, don't he?
Right. Hey, man. They say we all one of those, man. So, you know what I mean? We got to represent it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I see you.
Hey, Fury, Usyk, are you surprised?
I am surprised. You know what I'm saying? But at least, see, at least it's not no bullshit like Fury going through something or, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that? I saw the picture that he put up. He got a cut right here on his eye. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? He had to bag out. It's only smart. You know what I mean? I hate it happened. I think it's bullshit that it happened, but it's legit in my eyes. It's legit because it's for Undisputed. We got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and anybody that's riding with Usyk, they should want their favorite fighter to fight their opponent at their best. You know what I'm saying? Or we gonna start getting all these excuses in the end. So any major fighter with a name and clout and belts and all that, for all they fans should always want their fighter to fight their opponent at their best, always.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Yeah. So I mean, but they say they finna try to get Wilder to replace him. I don't know how solid that information is, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so that means Wilder will fight for those 3 belts? That'd be crazy, yo.
Yeah, for real. And then they dropped Wilder all the way out of the rankings of the WBC. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? After that last fight, so that'll be a good look. You know what I'm saying? If he take the fight and the fight can be made, like all they gotta do is push it back just a little bit, to be fair. Just push it back just a little bit.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
that happens. That's wild, yo.
Nah, for real.
And with heavyweights, what you ain't got to worry about is you don't got to worry about them making weight.
That's a fact. He just got to be in shape.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Staying around in the gym.
Right. You think he been doing that?
I don't know, yo.
What was that? I missed it. What you say?
He say, do you think he say if Wilder been sticking around in the gym? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know if he been doing that or not. You know what I'm saying? Wilder been on them psychedelics, man. He getting civilized. You know what I'm saying? Psychedelics ain't the problem, but if it's gonna civilize you, this ain't the place. I seen an interview with Bernard Hopkins, and they was asking Bernard, since Bernard retired, he became vegan. And they asked him, do you think you could be a vegan? Do you think you could have been a vegan while you were still fighting? He was like, hell no. Because it takes away that edge, that animalistic edge that you need to have in that ring. You know what I'm saying? That killer instinct. You know what I'm saying? So shit that turn these fighters civilized, no, they don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I think that life got too good for Wilder.
His wife?
Life.
Oh, life. Yeah.
Right? You got certain, I'm going to say athletes in general, but especially boxers. Like Wilder's a puncher. Wilder got into this for money. Wilder didn't love boxing.
Right.
He got into it because he needed to take care of his daughter because of medical condition.
Right.
Real man. Wilder's had 5 paydays straight of over 20 million.
Damn.
Right? Yeah. You live in Alabama, and so we know how far that 20 million is going in Alabama.
Fact.
Right?
Facts.
So your bank account is fat. You're looking over, you got a pretty woman on your arm, your kids are straight.
Right.
That takes something from, as men, we start to, once we're having a certain amount of success and we get older,
content.
Yeah, we get content and we start to just let up a little bit. And that's what's you didn't see a killer in there.
Right.
I get that. I get that, man, because when we on the hunt, opposed to not being on the hunt, we different people, man. I remember when I finally got a chance to sit down on my porch and enjoy the fruits of my, you know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas the point at one time I was grinding so hard, I never had a chance to sit, enjoy, or smell the roses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you get to start smelling them roses, something else kicks in. You be like, oh man, it's okay.
Right.
Let me put my foot up too.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I ain't know the
Errol,
TV was that big. You know what I mean?
Now let me put my
level.
let me put my other foot up. Yeah.
So I can't imagine on their level, to be honest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? But
hey, OG, while you grinding, the people that's enjoying the fruits of your labor is your woman and your kids first, right? You don't even get a chance to see it.
That is so true, man. It's so real. I was like, damn. I didn't know it was a tree right there. Been grinding so hard, you don't even know your own shit, man.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. Start watching TV shows and shit. Damn, power on. Damn, this shit better than I thought it was. know what
I
I'm
see why
saying?
they be look. I see why they be sit back chilling in here.
right. So, hey, but then look, and then that's another thing too, like how you say he started late.
Yeah.
He started late, so he never had a passion for the sport. He only had a passion to get paid. So if you don't come in with that passion,
Mm,
like you want to be the best, and all, see, he gained it over time, but
mm,
it was still something lacking there because he was never running. He was only swimming. So he had found the love for it, but it was easy to lose love for it because the it wasn't it was more like an infatuation instead of
mm.
real love. You know what I'm saying? So once he started kicking ass, and he was like,
It wasn't
"Man,
no
it's
agape. It wasn't no agape love. You
right,
know what I
right,
mean? It wasn't no agape.
right,
It was maybe more of that eros, but it wasn't that
right,
agape.
right. No, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like you gotta have that to go through what he went through, what
Mm,
he's going through,
mm.
and to come back with that same, you know what I'm saying, that same hunger. You know what I'm saying?
That gorilla mentality, man.
Right. Cause see, I do shrooms, you know what I'm saying? So I know what them psychedelics do. Them hoes bring you to peace. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but they
saying?
say
Like,
if you got something going on, don't take them during that time you got something going on because it's going to
right,
intensify what you
right,
got going on.
right. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's gonna magnify those emotions. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So yeah, man. So with him doing that, bro, like, I mean, I don't know, man. He know how good he is. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So ain't no telling, bro. That'll be a good fight though. If a hungry Wilder stepped in there versus Usyk, I got
Mm,
Wilder stopping him in 6. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I
mm,
had I had Usyk get knocked out by Fury in the 10th
mm,
because I believe that Usyk is not an undefeated fighter. He lost 3 times to me. He
mm.
lost against Joshua. He lost against Daniel Dubois, and he lost that cruiserweight against that other dude that was punching him in the stomach, and he kept calling timeout for a low blow. Every time he called timeout for a low blow, that's a TKO, bro. He got stopped in those fights, bro, especially that Dubois fight. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So
That shot
Usyk
was
is a
clean.
3-time loser to
That shot
me.
was clean, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, that shot
The
was so clean, man.
yeah, the Joshua shot was clean. I think it was in their first fight, if I ain't
Oh yeah,
mistaken.
first fight.
Yeah, the Joshua fight, that body shot was clean. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Usyk been out here stealing on the cool. You know what I'm saying? He been out here stealing on the cool. You know what
They
I'm
letting him get
saying?
away with it.
Yeah, they letting him get. He got the proper paint job. You know what I'm saying? He got the proper paint job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not to put that into it, but he's a poster boy. He's a poster child. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Yeah, he's a poster child, bro. You know what I'm saying?
wow, wow.
Yeah,
Boxing has always been about selling to demographics.
facts,
Yeah.
And
facts,
for us, we just can't just turn a blind eye to the fact that they want certain demographics to succeed, right?
facts.
Fans, boxing needs multiple black stars. Boxing needs multiple Mexican stars. Boxing needs a white superstar. Boxing needs a Puerto Rican superstar.
Facts.
You need
That's how we.
they
That's how we
need
make the world go round.
in the UK they need multiple stars because UK's big in boxing. They need that
Right.
to survive. You
Right.
all these demographics that really support boxing, everybody likes to see representation.
Facts.
And as soon as you don't have these superstars in these certain positions, then you start to see, viewership dip.
Right. Right. Right.
Like,
Yeah. It all makes sense. Hey man, you know what made even more sense? One time, me and you was on the phone, and you start giving out those sizes and those heights and those weights, and you was like, America don't get the best athletes.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
for boxing, you know what I'm saying? You start naming all these these measurements and stuff, and you was like, man, these are basketball players. These ain't heavyweights. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
I'll touch on that. I'll touch on that for like the last 5 minutes, right? For anybody watching, the reason why you'll start to see better representation from Europe from like 160 on is because from 160 on, boxing doesn't get our best athletes. If you think about what a 160-pound fighter walks around at, you think about his height. They walk around between 180 and 200, depending on how often you stay in the gym. So between
football,
5'11" to about 6'2", 6'3". What does that sound like? That's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a cornerback, right? That's a point guard. Then when you get to 175 and 175, the dudes are between 6 feet, 6'3", 6'4". They walk around in the twos. That's a point guard, small shooting guard, heavyweights,
Right.
linebackers, defensive ends, shooting guards. Small,
Right.
like Wilder, former basketball player, right?
Yep.
What's takes precedent in America? Football, NBA, baseball, basketball, etc. Like those take precedence, and they get our best athletes. Because last time I checked, no matter what Canelo Alvarez makes, he don't come no close to LeBron.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
At all.
Gervonta Davis, one of the biggest stars in the sport. Gervonta Davis makes what not even an NBA star makes. I'm going to say like a role player.
Wow.
Facts. Facts. On the low end.
Patrick Mahomes, $300 million man.
Yep.
So if you had a choice to have your kid play basketball, have your kid box, which one you going to do if he's good at both?
Hey, man, it's going to be basketball because it's more money and he can save his body, his mental, his faculties. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no real risk there except for like an ankle, you know what I'm saying? Or, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nah, you right about that, brother. But look, I'm back at work. I got to get to it. Hey, man, it was always an honor, always a pleasure, man.
Appreciate you,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Holla at you, baby. Hey, y'all. Hey, man, y'all check me out with Greg, too. I'll be on Greg Hackett's show, too, man. He called me Houston Black on there.
Okay. I will check you out, man.
All right, baby.
All right, peace out.
All right. We got 2 minutes left. We about to sign off. My man Jay Hardcore, let him know where to find you at, man.
I'm at Hardcore Boxing News, man, at the Hangout, 8 in the morning, 8 in the evening, every day, Monday through Friday. I'm off on Saturdays like God. That's his Sabbath. That's mine, too. You did. Back on Sundays at 9 in the morning. And then we got the Old Timers show. That's at the evening time at 8 o'clock on Sunday nights. And that's where your 50 and over panel. And I'm going to tell you, that's a fun show. Fun show.
I bet it is, man.
And starting next Thursday, we're going to have the Women's Day.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're having Women's Day where they're going to run the women going to run the whole show. They're going to be the panelists and everything.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Is it
So
just
that's
going to be about
Thursday.
boxing or whatever they want to talk about?
It's going to be boxing. Okay. But, it's a hangout, so you never know what else they might end up talking about cooking. Who knows?
Jay, I want to let you know I appreciate you, OG. Thanks for hopping on, man. Everybody in the panel, I'm sorry. Everybody in the panel, my man Bang, my man Jay.
Salute. Look like we're getting some turbulent.
Yo, my fault, y'all. A glitch in the programming, but I'm heading out now. Want to tell y'all thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. I don't know what was up with my laptop, but yeah, I'm on the phone right now. But yeah, just let you know, I appreciate y'all giving me your time and always being there, and I'm definitely appreciative of that. So, YSM Sports Media, we out.